I need to put on music. Let me see if I can get my Spotify to work. We've got a few more minutes until we start. I just want to give everybody a chance to kind of get settled in. I'm going to be going back and forth. I'm recording this on my computer so that we can post it elsewhere so that you can access it, whenever you need to, because the full moon, the Cancer full moon itself happened. You're going to hear my son's bird and hopefully my cat doesn't decide to come in. But the Cancer full moon happened on Sunday. But the energy is with us for like 2 weeks. Let me see if I can quiet him down. Hey, mister. I know. Okay, so hopefully he is cooperative. It's funny because my son's bird doesn't make any noise. Like if I'm just sitting here and doing nothing, he's completely silent. But as soon as I start talking or a door opens, then he'll go crazy. It's hilarious. But I mean, he's his own little creature. So while we're doing this, let me see if I can get some music going. I highly recommend that you have water or tea of some sort, because we're going to be using Reiki energy, source energy. So as that's flowing and cleansing through you, it's important to remember that 70-ish% of the body is water, and water holds energy and it holds memory. So as we're clearing things out, and even if you just think of it like the lymphatic system, because I am also a body worker, so I have to think of this in a very rounded way. We are energy and we are physicality. So as we connect with source energy and we're clearing out these energies, we want to have some form of liquid. I prefer water. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. I prefer water, but tea also is good. It's anything that's hydrating so that you can flush out things that no longer need to be within your system. So let me get some music going. Is this what I want? No. Oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to do some nice calm music. Now it's funny because I listen to this a lot at work. Oh, it's gonna come through my headphones. Let me adjust that. Okay, let's see if that works now. Let's see. Is it playing? Oh, it's so quiet. Is that even working? Technology and I, y'all, not friends. So as we work through this today, oh, viewing and player, awesome. Where's the volume? Yeah, it's going to be your own journey. And that's the thing with activations and with Reiki clearings, especially when we're in a collective setting, it's going to be very personal to you. Now, as we're doing the Reiki clearing itself, because this is a collective clearing, there are going to be things that really resonate with you, that you feel like deep in your bones. And my intention is for this to come through for everybody in a very broad sense, so that it touches you exactly how you need it to. That things that are going to serve you come through, because with Reiki, I am a vessel. We are all source energy. I am not the healer. You are the healer, and Reiki energy gets connected to you, and it works. It's an intelligent energy. So it goes through you and attaches exactly where you need it to. Okay, I guess the music's just not going to work today. It's playing on my phone? What? How do I adjust this? I want it to play on my laptop. This computer. I hope that's not gonna blast. Oh, technology. I love you so. Okay, very subtle background music. I love it. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to record this so it can be posted. I will start recording that. We can go ahead and get started. No, we'll give people a couple more minutes. Record. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so we're a little bit early. Just give everybody a couple minutes to use the restroom, to get settled. Like I said, I highly recommend having water or tea, something hydrating to drink. Also, there's going to be times during this activation and clearing that we're going to have space for introspection and reflection. So if you are a journaler, if you like to write things down, some people are very more mentally balanced, so they're going to just want to think things through and kind of absorb it into their physicality. Others are going to want to journal it and write it down so that they can reflect on it later. I'm definitely a write it down, see what comes through, kind of do an automatic writing so that I'm not really intellectualizing it, letting it all come through me, and then going through and viewing it later and seeing if that's, what connected, what landed really hard, what's something that I need to think about a little bit more fully. So I'm just going to invite everybody to start with taking some big breaths. Things are crazy right now with what's going on in the environment and what's going on globally, in societies, in cultures, in our interpersonal relationships to one another. There's a lot happening, and it can be really intense. And because we don't know what's going to happen, if we're living in that forward-thinking state, we're coming to a point of anxiety. So let's just take a big breath. And I always recommend in through the nose and out through the mouth. But, if you're going through this flu that's going on right now, or I guess there's also a couple other respiratory viruses, like if you need to breathe through your mouth, go for it. So, and I'm just going to take a second to tap into source. And this Cancer full moon is just a beautiful energy. There is so much between the full moon, which highlights areas of our lives that need to be released, things that we need to reflect on. It shines a light directly on them. And that's the beautiful thing about the full moon. And with it being in Cancer, we've got this very maternal and emotional energy, but we're also having just moved into or currently moving into the age of Aquarius. We've got forward momentum, we've got transformation. So there's a lot going on in our systems that we're going to activate today, that we're going to clear out, that we're going to make sure we can align with, because that's one of the biggest messages I've been getting lately, is that we are not living in alignment. We are not living as our full, authentic selves. We're not living in our truth. And that might be because we don't know what our truth is. And that's a really tricky place to be in, because we've got all of this social and emotional programming, these ways that we were raised and taught to behave, things that may have been, good intentioned when they were being taught to us, however, aren't serving us now. So let's just take a big breath as a collective.
Recording stopped.
Oh no. I guess I'll figure it out later. How am I going to do this? Again, I love technology. It's my favorite. Oh, and Mr. Slinky's coming in. Told you my cat has been incredibly clingy lately. I don't know if it's the shifts that are happening or something that's going on with him. There is a little bit of him like growing and changing, because he's a baby still. So let's see, how can I do this? There's so much with technology, and how do I even do this? If anybody ever wants to do technology for me, you would be my favorite. I see all of these things, but none of them are videos. How do I find videos? Oh, there, videos. See, I can do this. Let's get rid of this. I don't need that. Clear it out, and now we should be able to record, because that is relatively large. All right. All right. Is this what I want? No, that's not what I want. There we are. Okay, record take 2. There we go.
Recording in progress.
All right, we have figured it out. So as we take a big breath as a collective, let's tap into our energies. And I've tapped into Source. I'm so excited to feel this energy that's flowing through all of us. And there are going to be times where it's mind food and we're figuring out what's going on. And there's going to be times that we just need to tap into our body. So something that's really been calling to me lately, first and foremost, is our Earth Star Chakra. We are upgrading to a 12 chakra system. The 7 chakras, the 7 main chakras within our physical body just aren't cutting it anymore. There's more that we need to connect with. So we're going to start by connecting with our Earth Star Chakra. It's about 6 to 12 inches below the feet or below the base of the spine if you're sitting. I'm going to encourage you during this to move, to breathe. We're home. We're at our homes. Nobody's around. Make the sounds you need to. Breathe in the ways you need to. Move like a crazy person if it helps get the energy flowing. And right now I'm going to invite us to close our eyes. We're going to tap into that center below the feet, below the root, below the base of our spine. And envision our bodies as a tree. growing up and up into the sky. And as our branches reach and spread and collect the light of the universe and the energy, we also have to remember that our roots need to be as deep and as stable as possible to keep the trunk of that tree up, to keep our branches from tipping us over. And this connection into the earth, past our roots, even deeper into the core of the earth. And envision those roots of your tree, your specific tree, going as deep into the earth as possible and wrapping around a crystal.
Stopped.
I quit with that. Wrapping around a crystal. And this crystal is unique to you. It is your crystal. This may be quartz. Right now I'm connected to smoky quartz. It may be feeling a moss agate for somebody. Sometimes we just need the traditional, the good old faithful clear quartz crystal. And connect to that crystal and wrap your roots around it. Wrapping your roots 3 times around that crystal. Feel the energy of it. What does it feel like for you? Does it feel stable? That tree of life, that Earth Star Chakra connects us to the deepest parts of ourselves. It connects us to being here in this present moment in our physical world and committing to having a physical experience in this reality. And in our trees, we are connected. You and I, and the person next to you, and the person in the next house. And it doesn't always feel that way with the energies that we have right now in this world. But we are connected. And if we think of ourselves as trees, the roots of these trees communicate in their mycorrhizal network. They send messages back and forth energetically. And we're sending those messages to each other. So as you breathe into your core, into the core of the earth, into your crystal, feel the energies of the people around you. We are in a collection right now. We are in a community, and we are all tapped into this energy at the exact same moment. What does that energy feel like to you? How can we support one another in our network? And the energy is going into us from the earth, from Gaia. It's coming in and it's supporting us. But it's also taking out those denser energies, that stress that we may have had from the day before, from this morning. It's taking out everything that we don't need right now to be in this present moment. So let's connect with and commit to having this physical experience. Connect with your stillness. If your mind starts wandering, bring it back to the body. Bring it back to your roots. Bring it back below the spine. Now, in that stillness, there is energy. It is there. It's potential. It's waiting to happen. It's waiting to be released. It's waiting to be acknowledged. We have to connect with it and accept it. Now let's connect with Gaia. We are being so called to her energy right now. This maternal energy that is here to support and nurture us. And sometimes, as a mother myself, I know that this energy is not just here to hold us, it's also here to teach us and guide us. But it is ready to hold you in any moment that you might need it, because it loves you. If you're feeling up in your head, just take a big breath and push that energy. I feel a lot of headiness in the collective right now, so we're going to bring that energy down and down and down. And if you're a visual person, you can envision this as the sunlight. Hopefully you have a sunny day there, but either way, the sun exists. So let's bring that sunlight in through our leaves, down through our branches, down through our trunks, and deep into our roots. Beautiful. I feel so much better. Keep it going. And as we acknowledge this energy of the earth, we have Kundalini energy, we have Shakti energy in our root chakra, coiled at the base of our spine, in the back of the root chakra, and it is just waiting. It is ready for us to be consciously aware of it. It is always there. It's just whether or not we're paying attention to it. We have these moments where people will say, I had a Kundalini awakening, a Shakti awakening, and it was like a flash of light. It was like fire going up my spine. That energy is always there. It is not momentary. It is just whether or not you are willing to acknowledge it, and it flows through our entire system like a river. The more you live in your authenticity and your truth. So as we tap into the root energy, I'm going to take a moment here, and this is a beautiful moment, if you have your journal, to write down, just off to the side. Don't look at the paper. You can if you want to. But just start writing. Where are you not living authentically? Where are you resisting your authenticity? As we clear this root, so take the time to focus our energy in the root. And this is a beautiful time. I just got this gorgeous 12 chakra board. I love it. I haven't gotten a chance to use it. Came in yesterday. So I am going to take some time now. Let's tap in to that root. I usually use myself as a proxy, but there is so much energy here that I need to use something external. And I can acknowledge that of my energies to keep myself centered and stable and safe. And I encourage you to do the same. Focus on your energy right now, your root, your presence in this physical body. Where are you not being yourself? Admit this to yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with? If you can't tell yourself, I don't feel right here in this aspect of my life, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a living situation. It might be something that you're personifying, a way that you're projecting yourself into the world, and you just don't feel right about it. It doesn't sit well with you. Acknowledge that. We're going to take some time to clear that out and help you get into alignment. I encourage you to breathe, to move your body, tap into your body. Our body is a source of its own intelligence. Where is it holding tension? Those areas of tension tell us so much. Those areas of tension are areas that we're holding stress, inauthenticity, things that just aren't resonating. They might be past memories, emotions that aren't serving us, and our body will hold on to them, again, because we are water, and water holds memory. Move your body, release that tension. It's the best way. As I do massage, it is the best way to release tension in a muscle, is to feel the tension, acknowledge the tension, and then move that muscle and let it go. Let it be free. Free yourself of this form that you are taking that isn't you. Acknowledge that you're unique. You're here to serve your own unique purpose in this world, to have unique experiences, to have unique interactions. There is a beautiful butterfly effect where the way you interact with the world around you changes everything that you have come in contact with. So where are you not doing it from a place of you, from a place of center? We're going to take this one step at a time to figure out who you are. It doesn't have to be everything all at once. You don't have to know every aspect of your life that's not sitting correctly. Just one thing. Just take one thing right now and come back to this later if you need it again. Coming back out of our head, feel into the body. We're not intellectualizing this. It's a knowing. It's an inner knowing. It is not words. Our mind does not need to know why. It doesn't need to conceptualize everything. One step at a time. And one of the themes of this moon, this beautiful full moon, is tapping into our depths where we can source our power for authenticity, to step into the light. There's been this movement over the past few years of being the main character, of being the villain. This isn't about that. This is just about figuring out where your power lies so that you can harness it, so that you can tap into it and utilize it to move forward. So if you're familiar with the archetypes, the archetype that I've been most called to during this time is Persephone. And she is the goddess of the underworld, also of spring and beauty. And there is a lot behind her. There's so much. We're not going to go into that. We don't need to tap into the brain right now. But feel into her power. Just say her name in your mind. Now remember, we all have aspects of every archetype. We all have masculine and feminine, and we're so multifaceted. So where is your power, this priest or priestess power within you from the depths. And as I say this, I feel called to tap into our solar plexus, that area just below the rib cage, right at the base of the sternum. That source of our power, of who I am, our will. And feel it getting bigger and bigger. Move in a way, breathe in a way, make sounds in a way that support that. Find your warrior. It is so powerful to stand in a warrior stance, like Wonder Woman. That's my favorite one, is Wonder Woman. And it feeds you energetically. It feeds you that power that you weren't tapped into. So let's bring the energy into that solar plexus. Let it feed you. Where can you live more fully in your power and empower your truth? That doesn't mean be an a-hole. Don't go around telling people off. You can do it with tact, but be you. You are so beautifully unique, and I'm so excited for you to be on this planet, and it makes me want to cry. So feed this powerful source in you. Oh, when I tap into this energy, it's so glorious. And I'm so excited for the things that are coming for you. It's not the person you're becoming, it's the person that you are coming more fully into light. Now your warrior is ready to take action. Your warrior is ready to put in motion the things that you need, the things that you want to change. Just needs some direction. It needs to know where you want to go. So where is that? Check into your gut right now. Just our gut has its own intuition. It has its own gnosis, its own knowledge of who we are. So whether you're laying down, sitting down, standing, feel into your gut. And the message right now that comes is, what are you done with? And again, it doesn't have to be your whole life. What is one aspect that you are done with? That you're drawing a line in the sand, that you're saying, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to be this anymore. Maybe you've been feeling angry lately. Maybe you've been feeling disempowered. And as I move the energy here, I'm going to give you just a couple minutes to feel in for yourself very much. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to feel in for yourself. What does that look like for you? What does it look like for you, Dee? What does it look like for you, Alicia? Where are you not tapped into yourself? What are you done with? Just one thing. All right, I'll be done talking. I'm going to get some water. You tap into you while I move this energy. And keep breathing. Keep breathing. Breath moves the energy through our bodies. Take that energy of Shakti and Kundalini and allow it to move up into your gut, up into the solar plexus. Remember to stay grounded. What are you done with? And say it out loud. Oh, it's so powerful. I am done with this. I am done with this one thing. And it doesn't have to be, let's say it's a relationship. It doesn't have to be the entire relationship. I'm done with this aspect of the relationship. And I'm going to, ooh, that's some interesting energy. We're going to go to the throat as well, so you can communicate what you're done with. Communicate what you are done with, tactfully, effectively. Remember that everybody is valid. Everybody has their own perceptions. But you can be done with something. Find your emotion. Let's go down into the sacral. Tap into those emotions. Ooh, there's so much interconnected energy here. Tap into those emotions. Tap into the intuition. Now, intuition's not in the head. It may be in the third eye, but it's not in the head. It's in the body. It's in our stomach. It's in our heart. Tap into those emotions and that intuition. What are you going to take action on? What are you done with? And how can you communicate that? Don't think about how you can communicate it right now. Just think about what you're done with. You can think about how to communicate it later. Right now, we're getting the energy through the body. Ooh. I am feeling different music right now. Let me adjust this. Let's do some drums. There we go, yeah. Feel your warrior. It's here for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to start a war, but it is ready to go to battle for you, to stand up for you, to put these emotions and intentions into action. You've got this. We've spent so much of our lives feeling like everything is happening to us, like we're a victim to our circumstance. But we're not, we're creators. We are so powerful. And we have a part in everything. And that's part of the, we're being back drawn out into the Earth Star. If you are living in a life in a way of insecurity, you're going to attract insecurity. If you're living in a manner in which you feel like something is going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you. You are, for lack of a better word, manifesting that shit. You're drawing it in because part of you says, this is what I deserve. This is all that I can expect of my life. Let that go. Be done with that. Be done with that. And again, this is collective. If you want to get into something personal, let me know privately. We'll connect later. But right now, what are you done with? Bring it down. What do you feel like you're drawing in? Acknowledge those places. It takes some accountability to say, yeah, I'm transactional in my relationships. I give when I receive. And that's going to draw in people who give when they receive. You're going to be at an impasse. Are you done with that? Is that serving you right now? Now, as we take in the energies of the full moon, it's a time to release. And everything that has happened in your life has gotten you to this point. So it has served a purpose. But what do you not need to take forward with you? What do you not need in the coming month? It doesn't have to be in the years. It doesn't have to be in weeks or days. What do you need to not bring forward right now, to this afternoon? Maybe it's something physical. Maybe you need to go through your house, go through your closet. Say, does this bring me joy? Is this something that I resonate with anymore? If it's not, chuck it. Chuck it. Every part of you can adjust and adapt into what you are and what you need at any given moment. As you align more fully with your authenticity. And that is what this is all about. Not just right now, but the energy that I'm feeling in the year. Going into yourself. I don't like using the word selfish, but paying attention to who you are and what you need. Because when you feed you, you can feed other people. You can feed other relationships. How can you shift and adapt to be more you? And if you need some accountability, put it in the comments. What are you done with? Send it out into the universe. Scream it out. I'm done. I'm done living in lack. I'm done living in anxiety. I'm done not speaking up for myself. What is it that you're done with? Good. Keep it clearing. Keep it moving. Move the body. Move the breath. Move with sound. Sound is so powerful for moving energy. What is the emotion behind it? Do you need to cry? I feel some tears. It's okay. It's okay to cry. You're done procrastinating. Yes, Dee. Be done with that. Why are you procrastinating? Let's get into that root. What is holding you back? Is it fear? I don't know what's going to happen if I do this, so I'm just not going to do it. There's something there. Depression. Yeah. It's hard to get going. There's so much happening. Anxiety. Oh, living in that head. Let's bring that energy down. You don't have to do that anymore. It's not who you are. It's things that you've taken on. Let those go. We can move forward. Be in this moment right now. You have power. You have so much power. I can feel it. I feel it in you, Dee. I feel it in everybody. Thank you for the follow, Pure. We are here to be ourselves. You've got this. No more stories. Maybe it's something that somebody told you. Maybe it's something that you perceived, that you put onto yourself. You don't need that anymore. We're all grown-ups here. We're all living in our reality. We're all empowered beings. Stand up for yourself. Take a moment. Take a moment to yell it from the rooftops. I'm done. I'm moving forward. I don't need this anymore. Oh, and let the joy come from that. Oh, my heart. Let's feel that heart energy. You are done. Yes. Claim it. It is yours. Boost that heart. Love yourself. I love you. You can love you too. Oh. Build that energy. Your warrior, your priestess is so here for you. It's just time to claim that aspect of you. There's so much energy moving. This is beautiful, guys. Keep it up. Getting all buzzy. There's so much. You're doing such a good job. Oh. Be proud of yourself. Every moment has gotten you here. And this might be the precipice. This might be your rock bottom. And if it is, you can only go up from here. This might be your dark night of the soul, where you are realizing that shit has not been working. And at this point, you have the power to change that. Acknowledging it and being here in this moment just shows that you are here to show up for yourself. You are here to step into your power and be you. I'm so excited for you. Be excited for yourself. Flori said, I'm done. You're done. You're moving forward now. So as we move forward, let's take a minute to think about, where have your boundaries and definition of yourself changed? Where are you realizing that things aren't working, especially in your relationships to other people? It might be to a partner, to a parent, to a loved one, to a work friend, a regular friend, a boss. Where are your boundaries changing as you step into this power? Where are you realizing that you haven't been yourself? That you've been putting on these masks? As we take off these masks, oh, there's so many. We put on so many facades to try to appease our friends, our lovers, the population, society, so that we can be accepted, because we are communal creatures. We need community to survive. Even as lone wolves, you feel like a lone wolf, you still need other people. Nicely pretend. Yeah. This mask isn't working anymore. Hello, Kitty. It's not you. It's not who you are. Who are you at the base? Who are you one step down from that mask? Maybe you're not ready to pull off every single one at once. That's a lot of change. It can be really overwhelming. What is one shift you can make? What is one area? Maybe it's a friend group where you've been going along with some opinions that don't quite really resonate with you, but they're safe, because we settle into safety. We settle into what we know. What is the saying? Something about the devil. Oh, I can't think of it right now. I'm so bad with sayings. We will choose the devil that we know instead of uncertainty. It's in that uncertainty that there is growth. Family aspects, yes. Oh, those are so hard. We love our families. They're who raised us. They brought us into this world. They brought us to this point in our life, and they've supported us in their own ways. But that doesn't mean we necessarily align with them. And it's part of our lesson to figure out who we are in relationship to those. Where can you set your boundaries in those relationships? I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to accept that anymore. I don't appreciate the way that you've talked about me. I don't want to be an effing doctor. I want to go live out in the woods and harvest mushrooms and live off the grid. What is you are? Where can you express that to the people that you love? And know that that doesn't mean that they have to accept you for you to accept you. Back into that solar plexus. Back into that source of power. Feel it building within you. Right there. Right there. Get it bigger and bigger. It's growing. I hope you can hear the drums of this music. They are so supporting you right now. Yeah, you can. Now, here's a little secret. You might feel alone. You are in community right now. The people that are here, me, are here to support you. We are like-minded. You are not alone on this earth, whether you are talking to the person directly or not. There are others like you. There are people, I tell this to my kids, there are people that are going to love the weird shit about you. You just have to find those people. But you can't find them if you're wearing the mask. You're not gonna draw them in. They're going to see the facade. And they're not gonna resonate with that. The more you are you, the more you will find it. Now, as we move forward into our future, stepping into, thank goodness, we are starting out the calendar year of 2025 so strong. You are starting it out here, embracing who you are and stepping into your power and releasing even one piece that doesn't work for you anymore. And that is going to make an impact. Now, one of the other big themes around this moon, because we are here for the Cancer full moon as well as this Reiki clearing, one of the other things that's going to be so important is your spirituality. That doesn't necessarily mean religion. Remember that. Where are you going to connect for your highest path forward? Maybe that's believing in yourself. Maybe that's coming into community in places like this. I know we might not always have this app. There are going to be other places that you can find me and our community. I host this on Zoom every new and full moon. What is a spiritual practice for you? What is going to move you on your highest path forward? So let's take some spiritual inventory right now. What does your spiritual practice look like? Is it releasing your energies when you shower, releasing the things from the day that have clung on to you that you don't need? Maybe be honest with yourself. Maybe you don't have a spiritual practice right now. That's okay. We can move forward. But it has to be something that aligns with you. It has to be something that you can connect to. It's one of the reasons I have nothing against anybody who's religious. There are so many beautiful things in religion, but I don't connect with all of it. I'm an omnist. I think that it all holds validity. But what is it for you? We're not always going to be on the same page, spiritually speaking. Is it connecting in with these energies, with Reiki, with the energy of the universe and the cosmos around you. Taking a walk outside, that's beautiful. Connecting with nature. Feeling your body move, feeling the air go into your lungs, grounding yourself into the present moment. It's actually also been shown that taking a walk, because we move our eyes around so much, is one of the best ways to help you process shit. Whether that's memories, something that you're going through right now, an emotion, it's one of the best ways to integrate it, to get past it, to clear it out. We all have little practices. One of my spiritual practices is stirring my coffee and setting an intention. Oh, thank you, Floor. Set an intention when you stir your coffee in the morning. Maybe you drink tea, maybe you don't drink coffee. Maybe it's just one little thing. That you've got this. You've got something inside of you that lights you up. Something inside of you that you can resonate with and connect to. Isn't that fun, Flor? Like, there are so many ways that we can look at things. And sometimes it takes an outside perspective because we're mirrors. Sometimes it takes somebody else or this full moon shining a light on it so that we can see it for ourselves because we're too close. We're getting all over the place. This energy is getting a little scattered. So let's center it back down. Center it back down. Down through the head, through the shoulders, through the throat, through the heart. Where can our spirituality be connected to our heart? What fills us up? We can't pour from an empty cup. We have to feed ourselves first. And only when we feed ourselves can we overflow it to the people around us that we want to care for. It's like putting your oxygen mask on first in an airplane. You can't put on your children's oxygen masks if you're passed out because you don't have oxygen. Feed yourself. Little things. It doesn't have to be massive. Oftentimes, if you think of New Year's resolutions, oftentimes when we make these big promises to ourselves and we don't break it down into little steps, we say, I'm going to work out every day for an hour. That overwhelms our system and we can't hold to it. We shut down. We short out. It's like putting too much on a computer all at once and the computer just goes, I can't do it, and it shuts down. Little things. Working out an hour is fantastic. If that's what you can do and that gets you into your body. There's so much. I could go into such a long tangent about working out and being in your body and how beneficial that is on so many aspects and so many ways. But not everybody can do that. One of my kiddos, he's got the patience to work out for 10 minutes, but he still moved his body for 10 minutes. He has practiced self-care and self-love for 10 minutes. And maybe he'll work up to an hour one day. Maybe he won't. It's so unique to you. Yeah. All right, let's connect. I'm being drawn up into our upper chakras. Now, I don't normally like to get too heady, but I'm being drawn up in here. And one of the key players, now again, I've said this before, I'm not an astrologer, but I do pay attention to the astrology. One of the key players that's coming into this full moon is Neptune. And Neptune is the dissolver of the ego, among other things. And I feel like that's where he's really calling us right now. Where have we defined ourselves and taken in these definitions that we don't necessarily agree with, especially in ways to protect ourselves, in ways to, we're tying it all back in, to attach to a community. Where have we put on these masks to feel safe that feed our egos that aren't part of who we are? We have an internal gnosis, an internal knowledge of ourselves that connects with everyone else. We are all made of the same stardust. We are all energy incarnate, and we all have a purpose here. It's just whether or not we're willing to tap into that and be our true selves, or if we're going to be victim to our circumstances and allow us to make decisions that we don't resonate with. So let's tap into these upper energies for a minute. Remember to keep your grounding down below your feet. Feel your feet flat on the floor, whether you're standing or sitting. Feel your back on the ground if you're laying down. What serves us to take forward? What's going to light us up? What's going to stop feeding the ego and feed our authentic selves? Ooh, my ears. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to do some clearing of the ears. It sounds like there's some blockages in there that we're having a hard time hearing our intuition, hearing source, hearing our spirit team. They're always there. It's just whether or not we're listening. Come in the form of songs and angel numbers. Let's clear that out so that we can hear ourselves. We can hear our highest selves, not the ego selves. Maybe relax the neck, move the head around if you're in a position to do that. Bring the shoulders up and down, move the muscles that are attached to those ears. Holding so much tension, we don't need it. It's just causing blockages. I'm hearing a sigh. That might be good for some of us. There's a vocal practice back when I used to sing, and it's going to be a little loud. I'll try not to be loud. But just release the energy, bring it from your mouth, up into the head, back out through the throat. Just get it out, clear it out. Maybe you make another sound. It's so unique to you. What clears that out? There's so much in our ears right now. And it might be other people. It might be what they're telling you. What they're telling you to believe. What they're telling you to think. It's causing, Dee said it earlier, so much anxiety. Drop that. Listen for you. Oh, thank you for the follow, Peggy. Listen for you. Where is your truth? Where can you hear your internal guidance system? We all have one. Maybe it's how we interact with another person. Maybe there's a person in our lives that there's just something a little off, but we can't put our finger on it. listen for that. Bring it back down into the warrior. We're pulling it back down. Our warrior is ready to listen. It's ready to take action for those things that we're hearing, that we're resonating with. And it's ready to move us forward. One step at a time. Be that our physical health, our mental health, our spiritual health, our emotional health, our energetic health. They're all aspects of ourselves. And we are having a human experience. So we have to figure out how to do it authentically. Bounce those energies around. Feel them flowing through you. Yes. Oh, collectively, we're so much more clear. I love this. Now, Neptune's still calling out. So envision, if you're visual, know, just know or intend, if you don't visually see things, this fog coming over you. Close your eyes. Feel it. Feel the sensation of the fog around you, what it feels like to stand in fog. And feel that fog connecting to all of the aspects of yourself that aren't pure, that aren't you, that are masks or facades. It's cool as it attaches to you, and it's nurturing. It is part of the environment around us, which is part of Mother Earth, who is here to support and love us. We have this fog surrounding us that is ready to be released. And as the fog raises, as it lifts, as it clears, our energy taps into Earth, and we are stretched again into the great tree of life that we are, feeling our energies connecting to that crystal core, our crystal core. Whatever that looks like for you, again, minus smoky quartz right now. Whatever crystal, you might not even know what it is. You don't have to have a name for it. Our mind wants to have a name for it, but we don't have to. Feel the energy of it that we're connecting to. As we step into this next phase of life, being more authentic, being more us. And the fog lifts. And it pulls the energies up the tree as we connect and communicate with one another, as we communicate with ourselves. Find that power stance within you. Mine's Wonder Woman. Maybe it's a tree. Maybe you raise your arms above you and just shout from the mountaintops, "This is who I am. I am me, and I am proud of that. I'm proud of you. You can be proud of you. Mother Earth is proud of you. Gaia is here to support you." Stretch those branches up high. Connect to the sun. Feel its warmth as the fog rises, taking with it all of those misperceptions, all of those masks, maybe just one of those masks. If that feels scary, if you're ready to just peek behind part of a mask, and that's as much as you've got in you right now, that is enough. Every little step you take is enough. I'm just going to take one more minute here. I'm going to shut my mouth and let you feel this energy. It is beautiful. Feel it in your body. We are physical beings. Commit to being here physically. Now I'm all tingly everywhere. Taking one more big breath in through the nose. Feel it circulate through you, in through the nose, filling every part of your being. And a big sigh out. I'm actually feeling 3 of those. So let's do another one. Maybe with a little bit of sound this time. In. Placing your hands on your body wherever it feels like it needs the most nurturing and connection. Mine tends to be the heart and the womb space. Maybe yours is the throat, the shoulders. Maybe you want to hug yourself. Whatever feels the most supportive to you right now, giving thanks for this time together. I am so grateful. And I just hope, my intention is to offer something to you that you can take with you for the next 2 weeks while the energy of this full moon is here. I hope that this app is still here in 2 more weeks when the new moon is here, so that we can meet together again. I'll be on the place of tubes. I know I'm not supposed to say it out loud. If this goes away for the United States, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna find other ways to connect. You know how to find me in other ways. We can be here together for as long as is necessary. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you so much love. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you thank yourself for all the work that you've done today in this time that we've been together. You've done this. Remember that. I may be a Reiki healer. I may be a Reiki master. I don't like to use the word healer because the energy is for you, by you. It will only go so far as you let it. So harness that power today and tomorrow and take those steps until we can be together again on the new moon. And the new moon falls on a Wednesday. It falls on the 29th. So that's when I'll be hosting my next circle. If this doesn't exist, somebody just brought Clapper to my attention. I might be getting one of those. Otherwise, there are links to connect with me personally so that we can meet in our circles that I host on Zoom that I'll repost. Hopefully I can figure out how to get this off my phone and put onto YouTube so that you can come back to it, because sometimes we don't grasp everything that happens in these sessions in one go, and we need to go through them again. So if you start feeling a little off kilter, we'll find ways to come back to it. I love you so much. Remember that you are loved for exactly who you are. I'll see you all soon.